Before the Bulls became winners, they lost a lot, right? Jordan was always a great player, but they lost a lot of games, all right? The coach before Phil Jackson, his philosophy was pretty much give Jordan the ball and get out the way. That's what it was. He literally said that. Michael Jordan was that guy, but they still couldn't win. And so they got rid of the other coach, and this guy here in the middle, his name's Tex Winters. He brought a philosophy into the Bulls that changed everything. The triangle offense. And the philosophy behind the triangle offense is everybody gets to touch the ball. You know? And Jordan still scored, and they'd still win, but they couldn't beat the best teams, right? And so he came in with this triangle offense, and the philosophy behind it was everybody passed, everybody got an opportunity to look for their shot. And 2 years after they implemented that offense, they started to win everything. Why am I saying that? Go to Philippians chapter 2, verse 1 through 5. It's verse 1, if there be therefore any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. He says, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, right? But every man also on the things of others. And it says, let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ. Look not for your own self, right? Michael Jordan, you don't need to be the guy all the time, right? The only way you're gonna win is if everybody has the same mindset, if everybody has that confidence, if everybody has the determination, the mental toughness, the physical toughness, right? You can't just have one great player on a team to be great. Everybody has to be great. And that's what Jesus is saying. The reason we need to be on the team, because if you think about it, Jesus, he has all this power, right? He can heal all the sick people in the world, right? He can feed all the hungry. If he wanted to, he could blast, the gospel message where everybody can hear it, right? He could do that. But see, it's not just enough to hear. It's not just enough to see these things. We also have to do them as well. We also have to have the same mind of Christ. And so in other words, Christ can't save us. We can't win the championship if we are also not being like Christ. If we have to allow Christ to come in and change us. We have to go and heal and help heal the sick, feed the hungry, spread the gospel. Before he left, what was the last thing he said to his church, his team, right before he left? He said, go ye therefore into all the world, preaching, teaching, doing whatever you have seen and I have commanded you to do. And lo, I'm with you always. It's not just enough to claim Christianity. It's not just enough. You can't just stand by and watch Jesus do all the work. You have to do it self. And then that is when we win.